Hi guys, this is Srinivas Rocks and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about 4 tips in Practical-vim. In case you guys don't know what a Practical-vim is a book for learning Vim. Let's start with tip 1. Tip 1 says the dot command. Okay, as most of you guys know, the dot command repeats the previous change, and even the change during the insert mode counts. So for example, if I delete the word the using dw, I can repeat repeat dw by pressing dot, and you can use u for undos. Okay, let's see about this point. Even the change during the insert mode counts. Let's see that. For example, if I enter something like the best Vim, I can just repeat the change using the dot. See, dot is something like that, and you can always use undo as you. The greater than G increases the indentation from current line to the end of the line. It's not a tip, guys, but one of the keystrokes, like greater than G. For example, if I use greater than G, it just indents by tab stop from the current line to the end of the line. For example, shift G. See, and I can always use U for undos. Actually, I think according to the Practical-vim, this could be useful in some situations. As for example, I want this text to be like this: greater than G, greater than G, greater than G. Well, if these three are the end of the file, we can use this. Or maybe, I don't know, like I never use this that much, but let's see if that helps in the future. Okay, what's tip 2? Don't repeat yourself. This looks like the previous command, but actually it's quite different. They're saying that instead of using the keystroke C $, you can use capital C or the shift C, which actually changes. This means we can change from current character to the end of the line. Let's see that. For example, I'm having this. You know what? Actually, I can use caret for just jumping to the start of the character in the line. Okay, I can change the entire line by using shift C. Okay, which is actually quite handy if you want to change the line, and I can delete that. And similarly, S stands for CL. As most of you guys know, the X command, which just deletes a character. In case you want to delete a character and then insert a lot of characters, for example, I want to delete P and insert a lot of characters here, then I can definitely use the smallest command. In case you want to, shift S. Shift S stands for shift S. Okay, there is a small difference between shift C and shift S. What shift C does is delete from the current character to the end of the line, and you can insert whatever you want. But shift S deletes the entire line, and then you can insert whatever you want. Let's see about shift I. Shift I is nothing but caret I, which is, for example, if I press caret I can just insert at the start of the line. But instead of using caret I can use shift I. What shift I does is inserts at the start of the line, like it moves to the first character in the line, not to the the first column in the line. Okay, and shift A, as most of you guys know, shift A is obviously stands for the append at the end of the line. For example, you can do something like that. You can use shift A from here and then insert whatever you want. Of course, use undo for going back. And small o, I think small o and capital O are one of the coolest commands. For example, small o inserts a line just directly below it, you can remember like that, directly below it, and O inserts a line directly below it, and shift O inserts a line directly above it. I think these things are handy, so definitely remember these two. We'll be using these two mostly. So let us see tip 3 that says take 1 step back then 3 forward. This tip is useful for change. Let us see an example, like 1 plus 2 plus 3. Yeah, let's go to the front of the line. Yeah, now for example, if I want to replace plus with a space plus space, all we need to do is find where plus is, and you can use small s. I think it's the best for replacing one character. Space plus space and escape. Now we want to replace the next plus with space plus space. What you can do is you can just press small n so that you can go to the next thing and press dot. See, that's useful. Now why did they call take 1 step back then 3 forward? It is because we deleted a plus and then inserted space plus space. It's something like that. I hope you understood this, and let's go back. Shift S deletes everything, so we can just do that. Let's go to tip 4, act, repeat and reverse. Now, okay, guys, that for example, I think a lot of you guys know about fchar. What fchar does is jumps to the next character in the current line. I mean, for example, if I use fr, it goes to first r in the current line from the cursor. And what semicolon does is go to the next r, something like that. And what comma does is go to the previous r. And yeah, here as you guys can see, the tip states act, repeat and reverse. Here fchar is act, semicolon is a repeat, comma is a reverse. For example, you guys are using fchar, and in order to repeat the previous change, you guys are using semicolon dot. You know what, guys, let me show you guys an example. For example, the best book in the world is the you know what, this is the Practical-vim, and something like the, I don't know. Okay, go to the start of the line. All you need to do, now our objective is to change small d to capital D. Okay, let's see. What we need to do is the shift 10. Yeah, the shift 10. Yeah, now we need to change this to capital D. One way you can do is this, like tilt, by using tilt. Now you need to go to the next thing by pressing N and a dot. Yeah, you can use the dot and N dot. For example, in case you missed like the previous one, you can revert using capital N and dot. Actually, in this example, we saw like the search n and small n. You can use f, semicolon and comma in the same way. I hope you learned first 4 tips in Vim, and I want you guys to practice it for the current week till next Wednesday, so that you guys are familiar with the tips and we can see next 4 tips in the next week. So bye bye guys, have fun.